Hello. Hey, so today I have a song reaction for Bjork, Bachelorette. So that's the song that I'm gonna be reacting today, and this is the artist. So, um, in my past, there was one song from Bjork that I used to listen. I don't remember the name. That was probably 16 years ago, and obviously someone recommended me the song, and that's the only song that I listened from her. And it was obviously because it was super dark, and you know, I know that she's very experimental. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. I'm glad that Tommy Devlin suggested this. So he says, although she comes from Iceland, she has mentioned many people having had influence on her, particularly female recording artists like Joni Mitchell, but has also mentioned classical composers like Bach, Rimsky-Korsakov, Russian, and Benjamin Britten, as well as punk music. She has referred to Kate Bush as mother, saying of her, "She was so complete. She's not driven by outside forces. She's just driven by herself. She created her own look and produced her own sound. There is a timelessness to Kate music," she say, which I agree. Bachelorette is often mentioned among Björk's most famous or best songs, and I do think that it is a good introduction to her. I hope you like it. So Tommy, thank you so much. Man, me reading all this stuff, sometimes I have some trouble reading, but we got it. But yeah, I'm excited. Actually, 15 or 16 years ago or 17 years ago, when I was in Puerto Rico, I was with a friend in a bar, close to my house. Well, like 45 minutes. That's kind of close for me, but there were music. It was a bar with bomba and plena music, which is traditional music from Puerto Rico. And I remember one day that my friend told me, "Hey, look at that. That's Bjork there." And it was Bjork. She was in the bar listening to bomba and plena music. And it was very exciting to see her. But he told me, "Hey, don't say anything, because then obviously, people don't want it to like bring fans or whatever. People wanted to just let her enjoy it, right?" So that was very nice from him, actually. Like, she was just there enjoying the music and the Puerto Rican music, and it was like she was just enjoying listening to the music, to the plena and salsa and bomba music. So that was a long time ago, and that was in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. So it was nice to see her over there. But yeah, I have one song that someone recommended me, and I never got interested to listen to more music, because obviously I was a metalhead, and I was like, I just want to listen to metal. But obviously with time, things change, and I'm glad that Tommy gave me a Bjork song. And yeah, I know she's very experimental, and because the song that I used to listen is experimental, and also it's very dark and sad, but I don't remember the name. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna listen to a really great song here, the way that I like it. So Tommy, thank you so much. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, let's do this.
Please welcome Björk, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I have a string orchestra here. A string ensemble. Okay. Ooh. Ah. That's like a... That's like a habanera rhythm.
I'm a fountain of blood in the shape of
such an interesting singing, actually. She's an interesting singer.
Tide will show you soon. If you forget my name, you will go astray like a killer whale trapped in a fight. I'm a tree that grows high. One for each that you take. Surely into the sun. I'm the branch that you break. Stand who shall tell me tenderly? Who someday I'll stand and share and who shall tell me tenderly?
Okay, so why I'm listening to this and I'm getting from nowhere super emotional. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know why. Yeah, such an interesting thing. I'm getting emotional, but at the same time, obviously the music is kind of dark. Actually, yeah, that's Bjork. And why do I think that it's dark? Well, because obviously you have this electronic rhythm, minor tone that it sounds like a habanera rhythm, tom, pum 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 pum, right? So it reminds me of that. But then we had the quartet following something beautiful, but at the same time it's minor and it's dark. It's like music that makes you feel that something is gonna happen actually. But then now, so I see her moving around, doing all these hands, and it's just Jesus, my ears. It's just so there's something going on, right? Obviously, probably she is this way, and it's just it does help what she's doing, all the mannerism, like it's obviously the first thing that came to my mind. Hey, ADHD or probably autism ADHD because I have ADHD, and probably I know a lot of people that have autism ADHD, which it look very normal in people, and obviously maybe I got emotional because you struggle with it, right? So obviously I don't know, I begin to think of my kids and my daughters, probably they also have ADHD. So, But see her doing this, and then also when she begins to sing high, you can then see how amazing her singing is, right? But yeah, again, it's just that it's a combination of everything. Again, when she began to sing, first when I begin to listen to her, I didn't know what to think, right? So, because her voice is kind of like asphyxiating singing. Like it feels when she sing, it feels like she's not breathing, of like you're getting out of breath, right? But when she goes to those high notes, oof, it feels like something is coming out from her, It's like a new person, Again, just imagine the music, it feels tense, right? Something is gonna happen. She begin to do all this, which it can be part of the performance, or it can be what she does when she sings, because that's how she cope with the stage, But then you see her singing with this cast of breath, right? Like she's trying to but then from nowhere, that high voice is like, it's like a final scream. Actually, if I can tell you the way that I see it, it's like she's drowning in water or something like that. Then when she goes to the high pitches, it's like the last breath that she can take, right? And they're the loudest, just to cry for help, but it's so beautiful at the same time. So yeah, it's such a captivating performance. It's such a unique performance, I would say. Just at the combination of different things. Yes, having the ensemble with acoustic instruments give it a beautiful vibe. That combined with the electronic part of the performance is also so interesting. Also, again, I think that it feels like two different songs. The violins are doing something, a different song, a more melodic, part, and then we had the other part of the song, which is the more habanera rhythm, like tension. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to see this, and jeez, I'm telling you, when she finished, I got emotional. I just, again, because that's, as a musician, that's how I see it. That's the way that I interpret. That's my interpretation, right? Like that's what make me think about. Obviously, I cannot understand the lyrics because I'm so into what's going on that I cannot follow the lyrics. Obviously, English is not my first language, and obviously, if I wanted to listen to the lyrics, I had to pay attention to that. But because everything that is happening is so interesting around, because everything that she's doing is so interesting, that I cannot. It will be too much effort for me, and musically, that's what I'm moving toward to what's going on. Again, we have the ensemble, melodic, giving the soft tone of hope, but then we have the electronic part, which is pure tension, minor tonality, and then we have the singer just grasp for air with her interesting voice, and then those beautiful last scream for help, beautiful stuff, right? That combination per se is just, maybe it drives my brain too much. That, this is very interesting. This is very unique, I would say. And I'm just wondering, people watching this performance, probably they're confused. Maybe they know Bjork already and they know what's going on. But if I'm listening to this for the first time, I will be moved. I'm moved. And, So yeah, that was so interesting. I really enjoyed this. So I'm going to play from the beginning a little bit what I told you is pretty much what I think, but you know, maybe there's things that I miss. Obviously, we have some tension in the harmony. This is the only time that we have scales going down like that. That's it. Ooh. So then when we get here, that's gonna be the bass, right? Like the bass in which the music harmony is gonna go. And then, you know, we have the electronic part of it entering with it, which, you know, we have the bass, right? Yeah, the harmony is very. What's going on here is such a mysterious. It's like just had to give you on the other presentation because it's kind of difficult to explain. But if you heard Adagio from a string from Barber, this is the type of idea that he gave me, right? It's like a sad hope. I don't know how to explain it. Again, they just do long notes, but obviously the chords per se that they're using is a little tense. Bum, bum, bum. That's like a habanera rhythm, huh? Obviously, everything that she's doing with her hands, she is following the music. And you know what? Probably that's how she followed the music. You know, her body helped her to follow the cues and when to enter. Some people do that, you know? And maybe I got emotional because a lot of people, maybe I'm going to ramble here, right? Because a lot of people, we do have mental health issues, right? Or not mental health. We deal with life with in different ways. We have different battles. But, you know, she also see her, you know, using her body, not being scared of how she moves. She being herself. Maybe it just gave me that admiration, I would say. I don't know. I'm not gonna ramble. But also at the same time, it's part of her performance. At the same time, people will love this in the sense that, oh my God, that's interesting. Because people are like that too. You see, I mean, if I hear this part, there's no vibrato, and there's a little bit of grasp of air. Man, what happened with the batteries? I'm gonna have to buy new batteries, people. I'm still here. It's just the batteries are sucking this time, but I have it here. So if you hear the beginning, you see her voice. There's no vibrato there. Oh man, to do it. Stay with me. And then the music again is super tense. There's so much tension in the music. Yeah. Right here. So mysterious, right? I love that. And then again, you see all the moving. It's just obviously now you hear that voice there. That's such a when I remember listening to her song, that was something that always intrigued me. Listen to this.
Tide will show
That, oh, Joe, that's so beautiful and so unique. I love it.
if you forget my name, you will go astray.
And now, if I listen to this, obviously she's have big admiration for Kate Bush, but Kate Bush is the same way. Her voice is unique. She have a beautiful voice, but her voice is unique, and I'm pretty sure Bjork really appreciate that. That not all the voices had to be a certain way to sound beautiful, you know.
Like a killer wave, trapped in a fight. I'm a part of sin.
And then look at her hand. That's a way to connect with music. Maybe she's just doing it for performance, or maybe she's just doing it because that's how she deal with music. It's a beautiful way. And again, when I see things like this, I think about my daughters, you know, or people that I know that, you know, deal with this in life, actually.
Burning under your feet.
Look at her hands, and yeah.
You're the one who wants me. I'm your one-way street. Spent in water. Forget my killer wave.
So I'm looking for the way when she goes high. Up here. So now, when you hear this high, it's just a different. It's just, I love it. You see how it's such the way that she move and she connect with the music is beautiful, but at the same time, it make me think. So yeah. I have to say, beautiful music, beautiful. I connect today with music in a different way than normally I would do. So I really love that. Man. Beautiful. So Tommy, thank you so much. That was just an incredible video, actually. It's just a rawness. It's so raw and it's so unique. So and mysterious, but at the same time so human. You know, it's just, there's many ways to describe this video. And I see how she appreciates the real music. Oof. Something is telling me that obviously Tommy mentioned that she loved classical musician, but when he mentioned that she likes a Russian composer. Man, Russian composers are in my favorite columns. Like, I'm a late romanticism, post-romantic, late romanticism lover in music, and obviously Russian at this time, they were the best. Obviously, I love Mahler. I love Wagner. But Rachmaninoff, I love Prokofiev on the Mighty Five, all these people, Shostakovich. Oof. Oh man, those Russians make amazing music. So yeah, that's what I got for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment what you think. Tommy, thank you so much for the suggestion. I thank you to all the Patreons for giving me all these amazing suggestions. You are showing me stuff that probably I will never listen to, and you are here putting me to listen to stuff, getting me emotional, getting me to listen to music that I will never. Thank you so much for supporting me, first of all, but also thank you so much for listening to all my crazy stuff. I love that you are enjoying, my reaction, because it's the first time that I listen to all this, and you feel like this is like born in you, like, how do I say? This is like when you listen to your music for first time, right? I like reaction too, but I do other type of reaction. Like, for example, when I watch a trailer, and in music, no, I do music reactions too. Like, I love some other music reactions. Because obviously when you listen to something that you really love, you want to see other people, react to it, right? Like, someone that never have listened to it, how do they react to? So anyway, thank you so much for everything, and see you around. Take care.